Their loyalty was mine after I gained financial freedom. Be normal, brother, Li Meng snapped. Watch it next time, Shen Yuan said. Do not casually say things that sound ambiguous. So now it is my fault? Li Meng huffed. Let me ask something serious. You seem pretty rich. How did you make your money? I started trading digital currency and foreign exchange back in freshman year, Shen Yuan replied. Now I run my own company. Whoa, Li Meng exclaimed. When you marry my sister, I might as well just lie flat, she joked. You would not mind raising one more person, right? If you were like your sister, I could consider it, Shen Yuan said coolly. But at your current level, you are still lacking. How about eating papaya for 2 more years, and then we will talk? You pigfoot, Li Meng cursed. You are getting more outrageous by the minute. When I get off work, I will tell my sister to dump you. If your sister dumps me, Shen Yuan replied, what do you get out of it? Would you not just lose your partner? You really do not feel good unless you take advantage of me, huh? Li Meng muttered. I do not want this kind of partner anyway, only thinking about himself. She adjusted her lipstick and added, stop staring and focus on driving. If I am willing to look, that means you look good, Shen Yuan said. And you are still unhappy? Fine. Next time, even if you ask me to look, I will not. He fell silent. Oh, really? Li Meng asked skeptically. She stretched her legs slightly, watching him from the corner of her eye. Shen Yuan suddenly stepped on the brakes. The car came to a halt. He turned his head and said calmly, You did that on purpose? Did what on purpose? Li Meng replied innocently. You probably do not know the consequences of doing this, Shen Yuan said, adjusting his posture. What consequences? Li Meng asked. You are not going to do something right here in the car, are you? Shen Yuan straightened his shirt and said in a low voice. You are playing with fire. Li Meng struck a deliberately provocative pose and smiled. Yes, and what can you do about it? On a nearby bus, several passengers noticed the luxury car. One man muttered to himself, Good grief, being rich really is nice, even has a flight attendant with him. His friend sighed enviously. Sounds great. I want to try that life too. Another passenger said wistfully, Looks like I need to work harder. Then maybe I can have a luxury car and a beauty as well. A blue-haired youth crossed his arms and scoffed blasted capitalism, hoarding all the good resources. At that moment, Shen Yuan stepped on the accelerator. The car surged forward. The navigation system chimed. Route deviation detected. Replanning now. Li Meng broke into a cold sweat. What are you doing? This is not the road to the airport. Who said we are going to the airport? Shen Yuan replied evenly. My flight is at 11 o'clock, Li Meng said urgently. I will be late. We have time, Shen Yuan said. It is 9:50 now. 15 minutes to the airport. I can wrap this up within 30 minutes. Shen Yuan, calm down, Li Meng warned. I have wanted to see you in this uniform for a long time, Shen Yuan said quietly. A short while later, a young boy on the roadside stared at the violently shaking car. He tugged on his mother's sleeve and pointed. Mom, look, dancing car. His mother's face paled. Go, stay away. That thing might explode. Looks like the car broke down. Hurry up. The woman hurried her child along, fuming inwardly. Doing this on the road in broad daylight. Too scared to take it home, huh? No public decency at all, scrub bag. 45 minutes later, at the airport, a stylish flight stewardess laughed when she saw Li Meng. Hey, Li Meng, dating someone? It is getting cold and you are still showing your legs. She glanced behind her. Driving a G63? Anyone who buys that kind of car is definitely not short on money. He is not my boyfriend, Li Meng replied calmly. More like my brother-in-law. More like? Her colleague repeated, confused. Because my sister has not agreed yet, Li Meng said matter-of-factly. Her friend froze. Huh? Li Meng looked away and thought bitterly, You pigfoot. You even ruined my new stockings. Next time I see you, I will not let you off easily. Half an hour later, at Jingfu Company. I bought you lunch, Shen Yuan said. Let us eat together, he added casually. How have you been lately? Managing okay? It is fine for now, Fu Yingzi replied. I only go back to school for important classes. Otherwise, I work normally. How familiar are you with human resources now? Shen Yuan asked. Modestly speaking, about 90%, Fu Yingzi said. I will rotate to the online operations department next week. Good, Shen Yuan said. Online operations are a key department right now. The previous traffic performance was not ideal, so Manager Sun made major adjustments. He continued, In a couple of days, I will arrange for a special consultant to come in directly. She will handle the details. You will assist her. Understood, Fu Yingzi replied. You need to put in more effort and build our own team as soon as possible, Shen Yuan said calmly. Most of the old employees are just slacking off. I do not want any of them. I understand, boss, Fu Yingzi said seriously. At that moment, the system prompt appeared. Mission: increase Jingfu Company's net profit by 5% within 3 months. Progress: 1%. Shen Yuan said to himself that it had been over a week since the mission was issued. The departments were only just starting to implement the new plans, and there was no guarantee the task could be completed. It was his first time managing a company. Profits were not that easy to boost. Honestly, he felt uncertain. All he could do was follow his own understanding, combine it with what he had learned in executive business administration and human resource management, and at least keep a clear conscience. Just then, Shen Yuan's phone rang. He glanced at the screen. Zhui Wei? Su Shuiwei's voice came through the line. Shen Yuan, the villa renovation is almost finished. They are laying tiles and painting now. Do you want to come take a look? All right, Shen Yuan replied. I will come later. He thought to himself that there was not much left to see at the site. The remaining payment of 5 million had already been made. Still, he had not seen Su Shuiwei in a while. He might as well go. A short while later, Su Shuiwei said, My boss asked me to explain the smart home system to you. You will be able to control everything from your phone, she continued. Appliances, temperature, and humidity. If there is a gas or water leak, your phone will receive an alert. You are telling me so much, Shen Yuan said helplessly. How am I supposed to remember all of it? Once you move in, stay here with me for 2 days, Shen Yuan added casually. Then you will know everything. Su Shuiwei blushed slightly. I still need to cook at home for my mom and Xiao Ji. That is easy, Shen Yuan said. I will hire a nanny for 2 days. How about that? She hesitated, then said, By the way, Shen Yuan, I remember all the money I owe you. I will definitely pay you back someday. It was clearly an attempt to change the subject. We are family, Shen Yuan replied gently. There is no need to be so distant. As he stepped closer, Su Shuiwei quickly said, Shen Yuan, do not. My boss is still upstairs. Then let us go to the media room and close the door, Shen Yuan said calmly. He wrapped his arms around her from behind. Su Shuiwei turned her face away, her heart racing. Last time he already crossed the line. I did not expect him to be even bolder this time. Shen Yuan, she whispered, can you be a little gentler? My boss might come down. As he leaned closer, Shen Yuan felt the atmosphere thicken, far more intense than he had imagined. It was not just closeness, but an unfamiliar sense of pressure and warmth. Gentle, gentler, Su Shuiwei murmured. Her waist was slender and soft, her figure firm yet graceful. Truly striking. Ouch, Su Shuiwei exclaimed softly. Ah, that hurt, Shen Yuan said. I am sorry, she said hurriedly. I could not control myself. I was the one who got impatient, Shen Yuan replied. Su Shuiwei looked into his eyes. Her affection rating quietly rose to 74. Shen Yuan, she said softly. Can we go back upstairs later? Okay, he replied. Shen Yuan noted inwardly that Shuiwei's affection level had increased. It made sense. In a private setting with close interaction, emotions were far more likely to surge. 20 minutes later, inside Shen Yuan's car, Su Shuiwei stared out the window. I wanted to ask what exactly our relationship is now, she thought. But that kind of question should probably be brought up by the man first, right? What is wrong? Shen Yuan asked. Nothing, Su Shuiwei replied. How about we find a day to have a meal together? My mom really wants to thank you. Sure, Shen Yuan said. Then today let us eat together first. 2 hours later, Xinyu, Xuanchuan asked curiously, what did you grow up eating? Regular food, Xinyu replied. Xuanchuan suddenly poked her and teased. Here, Xuanchuan, stop messing around, Xinyu said shyly. I do not know either. Tisk, tisk, Xuanchuan sighed. Really enviable. At that moment, Shen Yuan arrived. You are here, Chen Na said warmly. Have you had dinner? I have, Shen Yuan replied. Then do you want to take a bath now? Chen Na asked. You have not used the bathtub yet. I will run some water for you. Okay, Shen Yuan said. Xuanxuan nudged Xinyu and whispered, Look, sister-in-law has spoiled my brother rotten. She even runs his bath water. At this rate, even an emperor would not live this comfortably. As Shen Yuan walked closer, he asked, Xuanxuan, why are you here again? Which room are you sleeping in? I am here to take care of sister-in-law and Xinyu, Xuanxuan replied confidently. Of course, I am sleeping with Xinyu, 2 fragrant girls sleeping together. Give me a break, Shen Yuan said. With how lazy you are, you taking care of sister-in-law? It would already be impressive. If she does not end up taking care of you instead. He reached for the bag of chips. Hey, Xuan protested. Do not finish it all, brother. As Shen Yuan picked up a chip, Xinyu was startled. She stood up quickly. Brother-in-law, if you want more, I can go downstairs and buy some. Xuan pulled her back immediately. Xinyu, buy what? Even you are spoiling him now. Shen Yuan smiled faintly to himself. Xinyu's affection had started at 60 and had now risen to 63. Steady progress. A healthy growth pace. Xinyu's affection rating toward Shen Yuan was now 63. Chen said, Shen Yuan, you can come in now. Shen Yuan tossed the bag of Chinese chips to Xuan and said, Coming? Xinyu blushed and said, I think it is nice to be able to do something for brother-in-law. He has done so much for my sister and our family. It is only right that we take care of him a little. Xuan said, Right my foot. Hands out for clothes, mouth open for food. You have all spoiled him into a giant baby. Xinyu said, These are all very small things. They do not really count for much. Lowering her head, she added quietly to herself, Even if it were me. Xuan said, Huh? Xinyu, why did your face suddenly turn red? Xinyu held her cheeks and said, Did it? Xuan said, Of course it did. Your face is burning. Can you not feel it yourself? Xinyu said, I do not know. Xuan said, Do not tell me. You also like my brother, confess honestly. As she spoke, Xuan jumped forward and grabbed Xinyu's slim waist. Xinyu said, Ah ha ha, how could that be? Ah ha ha ha. Xuan stopped teasing. Inside the steamy bathroom, Shen Yuan sighed contentedly. So comfortable. Nana, I feel like every pore in my body has relaxed, Chen Na said. Perfect. I will massage you a bit more. Shen Yuan asked, You know how to massage? When did you learn? Chen Na replied, Online. I practiced on Xinyu a couple of times these past few days. She said it felt pretty good. If the pressure is too much, just tell me. As Chen Na began working on Shen Yuan's muscles, he let out a low sound. Nana, you have learned bad habits. Chen Na smiled and said, I learned it for you, Shen Yuan said. Even if you practiced on Xinyu, there is no way you could improve this fast. Chen Na replied, I learned by watching videos. I secretly studied for several nights. How is it? Shen Yuan murmured, Nana, you are really impressive. Chen Na said softly, Come in together, Nana. As Shen Yuan stood up, Chen Na let out a faint sound. Shen Yuan, your phone keeps ringing. Is something wrong? Shen Yuan replied, Even something big is not as important as what we are doing right now. Half an hour later, Feng Minhui sent a picture to Shen Yuan. Feng Minhui said, Shen Yuan, I have not seen you in so long. I really miss you. I know you miss me too. So I will reward you with a few pictures. Enjoy. Shen Yuan replied, Seen. He thought to himself, Hui is getting more and more mischievous. As Feng Minhui slept peacefully, she suddenly frowned and muttered to herself, That is it? Just 2 words after all this time? She sent another message. Are you sure it is seen and not already dealt with? Shen Yuan replied, You are underestimating me. Do you really think this kind of plain stuff would move me? Feng Minhui said, Then, do you want me to send something better? Shen Yuan replied, I would appreciate it. Please send it immediately. Feng Minhui thought to herself, Yuan Bao is clearly being tempted, but I will keep him hanging. That is the fun of love. She replied, In your dreams, not sending. Shen Yuan thought to himself, Next is Lei. As for her, she needs to be kept waiting a little longer. Lei sent a message saying meeting up. Shen Yuan replied, Little sister, we are not meeting. Lei said, Huh? Still not meeting? I do not believe it. As she picked out some clothes, she continued, Stop it. Just because I did not give you yesterday, you really will not meet me now. I am still your chosen one, you know. Shen Yuan replied, Yes, I am the type who holds grudges. Lei said, My heart may be small, but I gave you my first kiss and my sincerity, okay? Shen Yuan replied, You need to line up. First come, first served. Lei said angrily, Who else is there? Someone bigger than me? Better skin than mine? Shen Yuan smiled happily as he held Chen Na in his arms, watching her sleep peacefully, her soft and beautiful fair skin resting against him. Thank you all so much for the continued support, my amazing OtakuGo viewers. I truly appreciate every single one of you. I've just created a new channel called OtakuGo Compilations. It's where I'll be uploading longer full-format videos so you can enjoy the content continuously without any interruptions. Please make sure to subscribe to OtakuGo Compilations and keep supporting the community. And as always, don't forget to leave a like, comment below, and share your thoughts. It really helps boost the analytics and keeps both channels growing. Once again, thank you for being part of the OtakuGo family. See you all in the next video.